And hello, welcome back to the town of Harlech and to Banished. As you can see, we are currently building a new blacksmith. Well, you couldn't see the blacksmith part, but you could see that I've taken down the town hall. The town hall had quite a lot of resources already committed to it, and by breaking it down before any building work had actually begun, it just freed up all of those resources. Namely the iron. It had quite a lot of iron in there, and building a new blacksmith would have drained our iron reserves, which would have put us back with a problem with our tools. I didn't want to make that any worse than it already was. As you can see, right now we don't have any problem with our tools at all, and this is a fantastic improvement over what we had before. So I didn't want to plunge us back into the toolless age, so I used the iron that we'd already gathered for the town hall to top up the blacksmith. But we are going to have to come back to that sooner or later. Now, we are hurting for a little bit of stone, so I currently have people out gathering stone over here. See, tools are the problem, always the problem. But other than that, things seem to be going okay. I still haven't topped up all of my food producing industries, but we're doing all right for food on the whole. Now, you will have noticed that I've got 2 new fields there. They are not going to be doing anything for a little while. In fact, what I'm also going to be doing is removing these 2 orchards. Now, my plan here is to move things around a little bit so that one malady isn't going to wipe out all of my orchards in one go. And likewise, one malady in the fields won't wipe out all of my fields. So infestations, that sort of thing. So what I plan to do is once these have been harvested, I will activate these 2 as cabbage, and I will start 2 new orchards over on this side. And so hopefully there's enough of a break between them that if something affects the orchards here, it won't be able to spread over there, and likewise for the fields. This might not be enough of a break, but it's certainly going to be a little bit better for them. Now, I also want to build 2 new pastures further away from these ones so that one malady isn't going to wipe out all of my livestock. I'm not really sure where I'm going to put the new pastures though. They don't need to be very big pastures. In fact, I could put the pastures up here. These will just be small pastures. They will basically be emergency pastures, if you like. How far out? Okay, I can come all the way over there. Alright, let's see what we can do then. Actually, before I do anything, let's have a look here. We definitely need some homes up here. Another thing I would also like is some storage. So let's get some storage going first before I do anything else. That should be enough storage, I would think. And additionally, I would like at least 1 home. We can place that one there for now. And we'll draw out the road there and the road by here as well. There we go. That'll give our builders something to do once they've finished with the blacksmith, which is already coming along. Ah, fantastic. I'm very pleased with that. Now, once this blacksmith is finished, I'm going to have them working on tools as well, and hopefully we will never again face a problem that we had for the last couple of years, where everyone was out of tools. So that will come down to whether we can keep enough coal and iron in stock, but I have also put tools up at the top priority. Only a couple to be bought, but that should keep our stock reasonable. I'm not sure if this will respect our resource demands. Let me just bring that up. We've told them to keep 100 tools. So if we get 100 tools, I'm not sure if the trader will continue to buy tools. I'm really not certain on that one. I'll have to experiment a little bit. But once this blacksmith is built, we are going to be building a schoolhouse. And finally, the children of Harlech will become educated. Ah, see? We've still got 2 problems. Damn it all. Right, what's wrong with all these people who've got nowhere to work? You're a farmer. Well, why are you having an issue then? Oh, it's because I took those away. Ah, yes. Well, I should have waited, actually. Why did I do this before waiting? That was ridiculously stupid of me. I apologize, everyone who was just scratching their heads, wondering why I was doing something derpy. It's because, if you haven't noticed, I am, in fact, a derp. Now, we'll put those extra hands to work in the mines. Sorry, farmers. You did have a kind of cushy job before, but no, now you need to work in the mines. That's what you get for complaining about not having any work. I was really hoping this would be built a little bit sooner. That's why I set a blacksmith up. But at the moment, they're probably acting like a labourer anyway. But for now, I'm probably going to pause the recording, and I shall bring you back hopefully with the schoolhouse on its way to being built. So see you in, well, probably still this year. Maybe year 38, who knows. But I shall see you soon in any case. And welcome back. As you can see, we have our second blacksmith already toiling away, and we have a school being built. However, we've got a lack of 10 tools, despite having 2 blacksmiths working on it. That's probably just unfortunate timing. There's probably just a lot of people who suddenly wore through their tools at around about the same time, rather than anything else. But I found it quite ironic that the moment we actually had a second blacksmith, we suddenly had a lack of tools. Now, everything is moving along smoothly at the moment. We've got a lot of coal being built up, which is quite nice, but we are going through our iron rather quickly. A little bit too quickly, honestly. We've got, well, we haven't got much firewood. As you can see, I've made the changes to the farms and the groves, and they look okay. We've also got one house built up here, and the second one ready to be built. We're waiting on that at the moment. I am going to need to build a new herbalist, though, I think. And that will be up here somewhere. I will also need a well, but right now, with iron as it is, I'm focused on just getting tools problem under control once again. Once I actually start seeing this build up an actual stock of items, I'm just going to be so much happier. Now, what are you making? You're making wool coats because I swapped you to wool coats because we had a lack of leather in this area at the time. So now there is some leather, I'll swap you back so you're not having to walk so far. And otherwise, everything seems to be going, well, more or less okay. We've got 5,000 food, 200 herbs. Yeah, things are going okay. I mean, perhaps the thing with the herbalist was that I didn't have tools. So, oh yeah, there we go. Our schoolhouse is built. Oh, fantastic. Ysgol newydd. Let's get a teacher in there. What are we going to take from? I'm going to take one of the vendors away, and you're going to become a teacher. You are going to fill the minds of the next generation with whatever truth you decide to tell them, honestly, because most of the stuff taught in school is a lie. It isn't a lie, it's just an oversimplification to the point of it being a lie, which is a rather unfortunate aspect of going to university. First thing they have to do is empty your head of all the nonsense you got it filled up with in school. It's a rather silly way our education works, I must say. Or at least it does over here. Now, let's see. I could upgrade this house. How much would that cost, though? 10 iron? No. And a lot of stone as well. We don't have either. Not enough, anyway. Right now, as soon as we've got the tool problem out of the way, as I said, once we've actually got a stock of tools that doesn't seem like it's going to immediately get emptied at the first possible opportunity, then I may start thinking of building buildings that need iron. But for now, no. Somehow I managed to mark that to be collected. Thank goodness no one tried. Otherwise it would have been a very long walk, if they could even get around there. I don't think they can. No, they can't. Okay, never mind. It wasn't too much of an issue then. However, I am thinking of building a road up here for future expansion. All the way up there. Likewise, I would like... No, actually, I don't want to do that, because I would like a market up here. But I'm thinking having the market a little bit further up, but there would be better, because then we'll be able to build houses on the far side of the river. On that point, we could even go all the way up there. Might be worth it. That would give us a lot of houses that we could place. Or maybe we could bring it over here, perhaps. About there. Actually, that's equally good, but I'll have to place some houses down and see the lay of the land before I actually decide on where I'm going to place that. Now, we've got a trader, apparently. Let's have a look. What are you trading? You're trading stone. Well, actually, yeah. We kind of need stone, so you can use up all of that firewood to buy stone, if you particularly want to, trader. Now, how many students we got? We've got 1 student. Oh, fantastic. They're going to be an educated worker when they grow up. It'll take them a little while longer to grow up. I'm not sure if that impacts them having families or what, but it'll be interesting to find out. But as we can see, got a lot of old people. Quite a lot of singletons, actually. We need to find their mates so they stop hogging an entire house to themselves. And, you know, stop being lonely as well, I suppose. And we've got a new house up there. Fantastic. Okay, well, we are slowly growing and slowly getting back on track. And I'm letting the trees grow around here. There's no point in really cutting them down now. Before, it was actually worth cutting down the trees closest to us because we had a lack of wood. But at this point, we've got so much wood and so much potential for getting wood, though I haven't built any woodcutters up there, that there's really no reason for me to be manually cutting down any trees. So I'm just going to let them grow where they can. And maybe I'll even leave some areas free, specifically so trees can actually grow in there and have little avenues and stuff. It'd be quite nice, I think. But I think this is the place I really need to get a couple more houses. And possibly even an extra woodcutter. Or maybe I should go for the well first. How much does the well cost? Only 40 stone. My goodness. No, we'll wait for a little bit on that one. I'll place another house. Even more stuff that can burn down while we're waiting on building a well. Perhaps my logic here is not what it should be. We'll have 2 houses set up, and once they're built, the next thing I build up here will be a well. If they survive that long. Good luck, people. Now, we've only got 3 people who are out of tools, and we've got 4 tools. Oh, fantastic. No, we're back up to... damn it. It's teetering, going back and forth. I'm absolutely certain that with time, we will overcome this. Especially with educated workers, we'll overcome it. But that's going to take a little while before that happens, unfortunately. Now... no, we really don't have the iron. I really want to put a little schoolhouse there for the schoolmaster or schoolmistress. But we can't really afford it at the moment. Oh no! We have a lack of labourers to replace jobs. Who died? A vendor died. Ah, that's okay. In fact, I'll take the vendors down one. And the builders, for that matter. We don't need 2 at the moment. Now, everyone keeps telling me to take the physician out of the hospital. No! I'm going to leave the physician there. In the same way that I leave the priest there all the time. You know, people should have confidence that the hospital is never going to be closed when they need it to be, when they need to go there. Even if it would be a case of the moment I saw anyone needing to go to the hospital, I'd add someone there. No, 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 no. They need that confidence that the hospital is always open and always ready. My goodness. I don't want these people living in fear of infection and plague and... Well, actually, they already live in fear of that, but I don't want them to have more fear of it. Now, how are these going? They haven't... Oh, yes, they have cleared everything up. Fantastic. I'm surprised that the... Oh, are they? Ah, there you are. You've just put it there. They weren't there before. Damn it, making me look like a fool. But yes, they shouldn't take too long to start building. So I'm going to pause the recording here, and I shall bring you back when there is something to report. Hopefully, those 2 houses being built. So see you soon. And welcome back. It is spring of year 39, and we've just had the first death during childbirth. Elizabeth died giving birth. I'm not sure if her child survived or what. I think she might have, yes. The child Brianna survived the tragedy, but no one was able to replace them. And then Danabelle died, a minor. Again, no one able to replace. Ah, my lord, and Taylor died as well. Never mind, I have fixed all of these things. But we are really starting to hurt. We're down to 66 adults, 9 students, and 20 children. This is the exact opposite of what I was afraid of, and that is having a very old population. We have now got a very young population. If this keeps up, we'll lose all of the adults we need to keep all of the children alive. That would be a rather tragic way for Harlech to go, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But we do have a new house up here. No one has yet moved in. Oh, phew. I was about to say that is a terribly bad sign. But no, we do have some new people moving in. We've got a student. So that would imply that students can form families. It's just they don't help with the work yet. But we have a couple who are hopefully getting close now to becoming labourers. We desperately need them because our iron is stacking up outside the mines and our coal is also stacking up outside the mines. It isn't good, I tell you. Look at those piles of coal. We've got loads of coal, just not enough iron. We are hurting for tools once again, and it is the iron that's causing this problem. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit the amount of people who can work in the coal mine so that more people go to work in the iron mine. That should help a little bit in... putting things to rights. We've got 87% of the iron remaining. 90% of the coal remains, and 86% of the stone in our first quarry remains. So, you know, that's not too bad. They'll probably last us for quite some time to come. I have a new pasture going up there, and a new pasture going up down here, and we've also got a trader. Let's have a look. Plum seeds. No. As much as I would like to have some plum trees, I've got a plum tree in my garden, and it produces ridiculous amounts of fruit. So I can only imagine that with one orchard of plum trees, no one would have to worry about food ever again, because I've got one plum tree, and I would literally drown in plums if I tried to eat them all. Well, I probably wouldn't drown, because, you know, I wouldn't be trying to swim in them, but you know what I mean. There'd be enough plums there to significantly mess up my digestive system if I tried to eat them all. Right, that one's going to be a while before it even begins, but this one is ready to start being built. And once that's ready, I'm going to shift some of our cows into it. I'm not sure if it'll be able to take that many, because this is only I believe it's a 10 by 15 or something close to that. And this one's just slightly larger so that it fits in the road works that I've already got there. But that one will be for the sheep when the time comes. I'll have another pasture built somewhere around here for chickens, ready for when we actually get chickens. Chickens are amazing for food because they produce eggs as well, all the way through their lifetime, as well as chicken when they get slaughtered. But that may be a little ways off. And you guys both want for iron. I can appreciate that. Now, we just need to get some more people. Damn it. Our labourer died of old age. My goodness. But despite the fact that I'm siphoning people off from the food industry, we are doing okay because we've got less people to feed. Well, we haven't actually got less people to feed, but I assume that children eat less than an adult. I hope, at least. Now, how's all of this going? That feels already being harvested. I'm quite pleased with that. This one's got a ways to go yet, though. We're not going to get everything out of that one. Not sure what went wrong there, but that's not going to give us a very good yield, I'm afraid. But the cattle are doing fantastically. There's one season where they were over 1,000 beef themselves. I was really pleased to see that. How's our graveyard doing? Okay, we're over half capacity in the graveyard now. That could be better, but oh well. When are these bloody students going to get out of school? If you have a real big trouble with this, you can turn off the school, and it will dump everyone who's currently in it out. And they won't be educated, though, even if they only had one more day to go in their education. If you close the school down, or if the teacher dies of old age or something, and there's no one to replace them immediately, all students will get ejected and will just be uneducated workers. It's quite unfortunate, but there we are. But we've got 11 students at the moment. This only has a certain amount of capacity, and once that's reached, anyone else will just go straight into the workforce. How's this going? 75% complete. That's actually not too bad. There's loads of stone building up outside the mine as well. That is a very clear sign that we are hurting for labourers. And I can definitely appreciate that. I'm going to cut down the stone cutters down to 1 for now. We don't need that many stone cutters right now. Especially since we're not actually using stone for much right now anyway. I would like to build some stone houses, but that's going to have to be a while. Wow, really? Oh, okay. It's just someone who moved their family in. I was about to say, a 50-year-old and a 16-year-old? I'm not sure whether I approve of this, but no. Well, you never know. That could still be something I shouldn't approve of, but I don't know. You know what? If you can find love, then who am I to say that you're not allowed it at those ages? 16 is the age of consent, after all. Or at least it is here. Now, this isn't doing too bad. We've got plenty of firewood in this little area. And 1 stone house, actually. I'm impressed by that. But I need more. I need a lot more houses here because so many people work in the mine. In fact, let's have a quick look at the pathing from the mine. They path... No, that's not too bad then. Most of them live up there. That's actually a lot better than I was expecting. How about you guys? You? Okay, you live local. You? Oh, that's actually not too bad then. They're being sensible. It would have been silly if these fishers lived here and this one lived all the way up there. So at least they do seem to be optimizing where they live. I appreciate that. The AI in this game for working that out seems to be on the ball. Now, can I just tell you? Oh, I can. I don't even need to split them. I can just tell them to go straight away and start working in there, can I? Actually, let's tell you to be cattle. Will you take some of the cattle out of this one? Maybe, maybe not. I'm going to leave it and see. Hopefully, instead of slaughtering one of the cattle, they'll siphon it off into this one. Or I could split it. Production. Yeah, okay. Let's split you. That will have moved off all 7. That's fantastic. Now, this one's going to stop producing for a little while. But this one will actually have all the animals it needs. Now, I've only got 4 out of 5 herdsmen. So this one only requires 1. That's actually pretty good. I'll go ahead and I'll put a herdsman in there. May as well, so we'll get a bit of extra leather from that. I wonder if this one will only require 1. I can but hope. It's slightly bigger than the other one. So, let's hope that works out. Now, how's things going over here? We are at our food limit, so not having to worry too much about that. How many people are working here? There's 3 people working in the coal mine versus 7 people working in the iron mine. Okay, well, that's not too bad, and we actually do have a stock of tools. So it seems that that may have solved some of the problem. 14 students. Has anyone actually joined the labour force since I built that bloody schoolhouse? I don't think they have. My goodness. This was possibly a bad idea. The Egyptians had it right. Don't teach the workers. They only get crazy ideas when they learn how to read. But I'm going to pause the recording again. We seem to be at a point where it's just a matter of time now. As soon as this is ready, I'm going to be moving some sheep over there. But hopefully we will see our first students joining the workforce very soon. I'm going to drop our gatherers by 1 more just to keep a labourer there, just in case our school teacher dies. That would be horrible to see 15 potential educated workers suddenly become uneducated for want of a single labourer. But I shall see you in a few minutes. And welcome back. We have 19 students. Only 1 more space in the schoolhouse remains, and some of them have even joined the workforce now. Where is it? Helen has joined and Gillianson has joined. Both of them, I can only assume, are educated workers. Now, the livestock merchant has arrived with sheep. We don't need sheep. Currently, both of our new pastures are full. I've got 7 cattle working in here, and I've got 1 herdsman working there. I've specifically set these pastures to only have 1 herdsman working in either. We also have this place with 5 sheep and this place with 6. Neither of these are producing mutton or lamb at the moment. But that's fine. The main thing I want from sheep is wool, honestly. Now, with the cattle here, I'm not sure if having only 1 herdsman is really going to make that much of an impact to how much the cattle breed now that they're already at, or rather, once they're at capacity. It will mean that this one's going to grow a little bit slow, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue for us. But we really, really want chickens, so I'm actually thinking of ordering chickens. Just once. Bring some chickens, please. That is all I would like from you. So hopefully they will bring those along. Now, as for everything else, we've got plenty of stone right now. We are still hurting for iron. We've got loads of firewood. We've got a decent amount of coal, in fact. We've got plenty of herbs. Even though I've reduced our herbalist back down to 1, we've even got a stock of clothing, which I'm actually quite surprised with. Our food is going down slightly, but we haven't harvested yet, so that's probably going to just rock it up right now. But what I'm thinking of doing is, let's see, we've got 16. We could possibly start telling you to make warm clothes. Let's see how that goes. Go ahead and start making warm clothing. Now, it's going to require leather. This place is the only one that can produce leather right now, along with our hunters. In fact, I should start topping those up, but hopefully... Oh, there we go. Thad has now become an adult and is working as a labourer. But I don't know if... Oh, no. Actually, our student number has gone down. Forester has died of old age. Thad has become a forester. Okay. Let's check you out, Thad. Where are you going to be? Can I even find you in all of this? I'm not sure I can. Well, that's annoying. there we are, Fad. Let's have a look at you, shall we? Are you educated? Yes, you are an educated forester. You're only 21 years old. That's pretty good. Picking up resources. Why? I don't know. Probably what he was doing just before. But he doesn't have tools. Hopefully that will be improved upon. An educated worker with steel tools. I can only imagine that's going to be great for us. And yeah, our food production is picking back up. It isn't too bad. How's everything else doing in here? Not too bad, honestly. Right. Well, I've got a well building. Yeah, it's probably going to be a while, but we've got plenty of stone. We should easily be able to make this well. Probably not just from that one stockpile, but now that we've got people living up there, I may even start to go for the stone that's just behind them, since they won't have very far to walk in order to pick it up. But on the whole, things seem to be going okay. Even though we are constantly at this point where 1 or 2 people, or 6 in this case, don't have tools, we do have the people to make them. It's just a matter of getting the iron around. And even, well... See, every time I think about, oh, I need more people in the mine, or I need to prioritize the iron mine a little bit more, I notice they've got loads of iron, it's just no one's picking the bloody stuff up. That we need labourers for. So perhaps what I'll do is I'll just let people build up as labourers for now. Just until we've got a handle on this iron and coal issue that's just building up outside their mines. But I think that is a good wrapping up point for Harlech this time. We've built an entire new outpost area. We don't have a forester here yet, or a well. Or a woodcutter, for that matter, but those aren't going to be too far away. We've also moved things around a little bit with the farms to try and guard ourselves from tragedy, and likewise we've done the same with our pastures. We now have an emergency sheep pasture and an emergency cattle pasture. Should any malady hit these ones, then we can restock it from these smaller pastures. Likewise, if a malady wipes out the ones here, then we can easily restock it from the larger pastures. So that will hopefully keep us going there. We are not going to lose the investment, because even if we do have some sort of malady affect the fields and it wipes out an entire year's worth of harvest, all it's done is affect that 1 year, because you can just replant the fields. That hasn't taken the crops away. But if we lose our last sheep or our last cow, that's it. We do not have cows or sheep. We'll need to buy more. So that's not great. But there we are. We've got 20 students. That means any more of the children who come of age ready to be students, it's just going to be turned away, and we'll have to be an uneducated worker for now. Eventually, I'll build a second schoolhouse, but that is very far down the line. It is not even remotely a priority for me right now. But that is it, I think, for this episode. I do hope you enjoyed. I hope you will be joining me in the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.